So we're going to get right into it this time. Our first topic is sandbagging. What is sandbagging, in case anybody doesn't know what the heck we're talking about?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So sandbagging, from what I can understand, is just that you are playing down a division. You're in a beginner level when you should be maybe in a more advanced level. Just maybe not playing to your ability, leaning up against your rating at times in the early stages when you know you got better potential. It's playing down when you're so much better than everybody else around you then, and it creates easy victories, false sense of accomplishment in the game. It's just an ugly thing to look at. Sandbagging is just not a thing you want to get wrapped up in doing.
Right. Now, for a new player who doesn't really know where to go, what division or whatever, the PDJ does have the rating stipulations, but they're not mandatory. They're just kind of guidelines.
Right.
Now, when you're first starting, obviously your rating could go up and down very wildly. So if you're still in that phase, and let's say you win a division, and then you come in 30th the next time, and then you play the same division, do you feel like there is where maybe the tension comes between players of, well, he's already won this tournament, but he's also coming 30th. So how do you feel about that kind of situation?
I don't really know. I feel like I haven't experienced that at all. I mean, there aren't that many female players in this area, and I played my first tournament in intermediate, and I was the only one, and so I moved up to advanced. For me, it was always, let's play in a division where there's competition. Why stay? For me, I always want to play up. That's just who I am, and so I've never held myself back to get a victory or secure something. No, So I don't know. I don't have many
Right.
gut
I think
reactions
it definitely
to
seems
this.
like maybe it's more applicable to fuller divisions, where if there's only a couple in each, you're kind of going to compact into a full division anyway, so you don't really have to worry about it.
Sure, but I think on the whole, though, people should move up when they feel that they're ready, especially if you're going to make that leap from amateur to pro. So is someone waiting for Am Worlds? Is someone waiting for a certain milestone, a certain win for them that's important to achieve as an amateur, whatever that is?
The notch under the belt.
Can you really fault someone for wanting that?
No,
before they take that step?
You absolutely have one chance to become amateur world champion. If you do anything on the professional level that could jeopardize it if it was on a local level, and you had aspirations for that for sure. You don't want to jeopardize these things you wanted to accomplish before moving on.
Yeah.
We all have goals and you want to hit those. So
yeah,
that's a very, very true point. I think that as a new player, I commend you for your competitive appetite. It's exactly where it should be. You want to play where you belong, and you want to find that better competition. And you want the competition between yourself to not be with the players, the course at that point. And it shouldn't matter. So, very good mindset. I don't know how else to really make people feel that way. It's just something in you. I think sandbagging is something where it's an insecurity. It's not, it's not a beautiful thing to talk about. But if you're sandbagging, it's not going to be pretty for you. People are going to let you know. Your friends are going to jab at you maybe at first. If you don't move, the public's going to then call you the bagger, and it's going to go from there. Myself, I didn't know where to play in the beginning, where I played in what I thought was intermediate. I had a great understanding of the game. I could throw really good shots. I was pretty decent at putting. And I went to go play a tournament, and I came in dead last of everybody. So my next tournament I played in recreational. It was a 2-day weekend event. I believe I won recreational by 18 strokes.
Oh.
I was like, okay, so I don't belong here either.
Yeah.
So I didn't know where my comfort zone was. I'm pretty sure I went back to intermediate, but nonetheless, my understanding was this. I had your outlook. I wanted to be an amateur, and then one day I wanted to be a professional. I'm going to go to the top amateur levels and compete there until I could play consistently, and then I'm going to open. I didn't have any set idea of trying to accomplish a win, a certain amount of wins, or anything like that. It was just trying to feel good about my game. How many people bag up? Who bags up? Is that a thing? How many people that shouldn't play in a top event get in? The 890 rated player playing in an MPO event
Now, is it the problem because they're taking somebody else's spot who may be better than them?
The old way used to be a little more, everybody sign up, whoever gets in. It was a rat race.
Right.
So you had top-tiered players with high ratings that they worked very hard for, and they couldn't even get into events. They were like 20th on the wait list, 30th on the wait list. So
I think they have the tiered registrations now, so it kind of helps eliminate that.
Like, if you miss that window, though, and you're a top pro, what are you going to do?
It should be on,
Yeah, a little bit on you.
It's got to be on you at some point.
If you're going to play a tournament and you should know when the sign-up is. Because I think you get at least a week, couple days. It's not like a 1 hour window for a higher tier to sign up. It's usually a decent amount of time. So I think with that point, it's a little bit on you if you don't sign up for that.
I mean, what's sandbagging up? I mean, did I do that this year? Probably. I played in the Silver Series at Stafford. Did I come in last? Yes. Did I learn an incredible amount while doing this? Yes. And I am so grateful that I had that experience because I saw my game, I really haven't talked about this a lot, but I saw my game devolve and my mental game crumble in a 3-day tournament.
Wow.
But I would never have experienced that and known that that was something that, wow, okay, I need to work on this and I need to recognize this within myself that when I miss my par putt on hole 1,
wow,
I can't carry that. I have to move on. Or if whatever it is, I saw that happen to me. And it was I had a moment my second round. It was like the worst round I think I had in the tournament. And I left my body for a second. And I looked at myself and I said, what are you doing? Because I've played that course a million times. And that's why I said, okay, I'm going to take this risk and play the Stafford Open because I love Stafford. I know this course. I can imagine every shot. I can play my whole round in my mind, right? And that's how you want to feel when you go into something like that. And I saw it crumble. So, I mean, sandbagging up, no. I don't know. Should I have been in the event? I don't know. But I would be not who I am today and having certain goals without having that experience and knowing what it takes to play events like that and be successful and stay in your grinding headspace. I don't know. I think everyone needs that experience if they want to move up.
Yeah, I think that's a great experience you can have. And I think if it is being compared to a sandbagger or bagging up, you'd definitely rather bag up because you're not affecting, no one in the tournament is going to care. If you're taking a spot of some top-level pro, like we said, they probably should have done something else to get in there. If you're taking the spot of whoever else was going to come in last, that's not a huge deal. So then you, who had the drive to sign up on time, whatever, you get that experience, and that's your reward for it.
I think it's better sorted out that way.
Yeah.
Did I want to come in last? No.
Well, right.
But it was humbling because, look, I mean, when I started playing, I was one in a couple people in a division, and I've won a ton of events. Why? I don't know, because I'm playing, and, I'm just playing with people around here, and there are 3 people in the event. Okay, I happen to shoot the lowest. Great. That's a big experience to have.
I believe it. It's a big thing to do and have the opportunity, especially if you have the drive. It gives you more of ambition. You got to have these experiences, good and bad, to evolve and grow. And if that's what you want, that's what you got to go through.
Right, and to see what part of your game you lose first if you're stressed. Yeah. Is it your putt? Is it your accuracy? Is it a standstill? Is it your run up? Is it your timing? Is it what is it within your body? Where do you hold stress?
Most of the time, it's my putt. When my putt's good, my game's good. When my putt's bad, that's everything.
Yeah. It's interesting.
It's great.
It's important to figure out. And
Last quick thing on sandbagging. As a tournament director, is there anything that you can do to help alleviate the sandbagging problem?
So
I know it's so quick, that's kind of a big thing, but
if I could give, I don't know how to get the message out in a whole, but if I could give anybody out who's looked at any message out to somebody looking to figure out where they place in terms of division, I would say go out and play the course 2 or 3 times before an event, see what your average score is, and get your takeaway from it. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you played to your potential? Do you feel like you left some out there and you could do better? Then look at past year score and the year before that. Do 5 seconds of homework on your phone. See what those scores were. Put yourself in the division that puts you in hopefully a top 3 contesting with what you feel would be your score that you can contend with based off what you did there for your practice. And if you put in that little bit of work, it shouldn't be a question. That's for somebody who doesn't know. Now, a sandbagger is somebody who just simply doesn't want to move up.
Right.
They want the easy W.
Yeah.
That's the end all be all for that for me. If it's sandbagging, it's intended to be considered something done intentionally to not have that challenge and to get an easier ride at winning. Playing down.
Yeah, well put. I mean, I've been accused of it. I won my second tournament I ever played in.
Okay.
I think you were the TD of it.
I was gonna say,
The only time I
remember.
ever.
Whoa, could he have done something?
But then, like I said, like that
gave them
example I
extra
gave
strokes
before.
on his
Yeah.
card mates. Wrong score.
That next tournament, I came in like 30th out of 32. So then
Yeah.
people who were saying, "Oh, he won this last tournament," I wonder if that like even affected me. People accusing me in my third tournament. I didn't even really know what sandbagging was.
Right.
But you know,
It's a
since
weird
then-
word to hear if you
Yeah.
don't know what it is. You're like,
Yeah. It's like I feel like sometimes it has more of a negative connotation than it needs to, but then in other times someone's obviously doing it for personal gain.
Yeah.
So-
I want to end with this with sandbagging.
Okay.
It's a short story, and I feel terrible for this, and I really have to get it out. And this is from a TD perspective.
Okay. This is
I ran an
therapy
event.
with Lou.
I ran an event, and I was very friendly with someone who competed, and joke around, fun, laugh all day. Now they win. I thought they were a very good player, and I think they were playing maybe intermediate, and I had thought they had been playing for a little bit. These are all my fault. This sounds like me problems, right?
Yeah.
So that's where I went into it, and they won. And when they came up, it was like, congratulations, and held up the trophy, and they came up, and everyone's clapping. I said, I'm like, come on, man, you got to move up. You can't keep bagging like this. And his face just went, won before, man. Very serious. And I was like, oh, I hope he's joking back.
oh no.
And I'm like, if
Oh,
I don't
man.
say anything, I'll know. And he didn't say anything.
Oh.
But we've been really great friends since.
Oh.
And I think I had to apologize to him afterwards. But bagging is a thing. It's a joking point too.
Yeah.
It's a way of like,
Yeah.
you know, heckling, and like it's a way of passage of like friendship through disc golf. You're sandbagging. Like you cheer each other on by booing each other sometimes.
Yeah.
You
No,
know, like
that's
it's
all sports
right.
a little bit. I
Is
think.
that what we
Yeah,
do? Okay.
sure.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see another clip of the HyzerCast podcast, click this video right here. If you'd like to see a video from our main channel, Hyzer Media, click this video right here. And if you haven't done so already, click this link right in the middle to subscribe to our channel or the red button down below. Thanks.